Hello, this is Samara with The Holistic Climber, and I wanted to talk to you today about breath work. So, breath work is a skill that can be applied when you're climbing, and there's multiple different ways to use breath work to your advantage. It's definitely a skill for you to work on, and the more you do it during your training sessions and while you're practicing climbing, the more it's just going to come naturally when you're in a situation where you're climbing outside and you're just trying really hard. The more skills that you can acquire where you don't have to think about them, they just become second nature, the more tools you're going to have that are going to be helpful for you. So there's a couple things with breath work. So when you're doing like relaxing breath work, research shows that it decreases your blood pressure and your heart rate. So that's taking deep, slow breaths. Even inhaling through your nose, holding it for a few seconds, and exhaling. There's even a specific type of breathing that research has shown to help decrease your heart rate and blood pressure that you can do in the middle of like a stressful work day. And that is, I can never remember the exact number of seconds, but I normally do like 7 seconds inhale, 4 seconds hold, 7-second exhale. The other thing to think about is you can think about if you're breathing with your belly, and when you're inhaling, taking a deep belly breath where you're filling up your belly with air, and when you exhale, your belly is going to slowly kind of deflate. So that's really relaxing, and it's really good practice as you're climbing to have a flowy breath throughout the entire climb. Now, if you're on a climb, and let's say you find a good resting position and you can feel your heart rate just is super intense, take some deep breaths and hold your breath and feel your heart rate decrease. So that, for me, has really been helpful in helping to maintain a calm, flowy state while I'm climbing. Now, there are times when we're climbing really hard where we need to turn on the try hard. And so what some trainers recommend is to do rapid, deep breathing to help prepare your nervous system for moving faster. So the other thing that people do is like finger flicks, anything that you can think of that's going to help get those fast twitch muscles moving is going to really help activate your nervous system. So you might be doing this mid-climb as you know you're going into a hard section. So being able to practice this off of hard climbs, so on less challenging climbs, is super important so that you feel comfortable with it. You might hear some people when they're doing, you might audibly hear people breathing when they're doing more intense climbing. As they're climbing and they're really trying hard, that is going to activate your core and help with your body tension as you're pushing through these hard moves. So I've also seen like Tyler Nelson from C4HP. When he's training his fingers, he's doing quick, fast movements to get his fingers, his nervous system and his fingers accustomed to moving quickly. And he's also so getting used to practicing that in public. It doesn't need to be distracting to other people around you. you don't need to necessarily do it at times when the climbing is easy. You can work on your flowy breath during those times. Just do it when it's challenging. And that is going to help you as you're practicing. And as you're going through these hard moves. The other breath work skill that you could work on is with bouldering. So when you're bouldering, if you, and you know, this is applicable to sport climbing too. I just use it a lot more in bouldering. But when you get to a hard move, if you can exhale when you're going for the hard move. So give that a try. See how you feel. If there's a move where you're like, man, I just really, I don't know, this is a commit move. It feels far. I don't know how I feel about this move. Now there's certain psychological tactics that you can take, which we can talk more about that in a different video, talking about mindset strategies, or even maybe like doing an intermediate hold first to practice that movement, or even just practicing that one move so you feel comfortable with it. But also incorporating breath work to help you through those moments is extremely valuable. So those are a couple things you can try when you're practicing breath work. So the foundation is the steady, deep, rhythmic breathing throughout the climb. Then as it's getting hard, get your core tension, get your body tension. It's gonna be audible, and that's okay. It's good to practice this stuff with people around so that you start to get comfortable being more audible. So, yeah, give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Thank you so much.